Welcome to the weather briefing by the National Weather Service on this Sunday, September 20th, 2020. We'll start off with a look at the satellite imagery over the continental United States. On the left here, you can see on the right rather, you can see Hurricane Teddy churning over the Atlantic, moving north towards Bermuda. A little bit closer to home, you can see Tropical Storm Beta off the shore of Texas. And even closer to New Mexico, you can see a lot of elevated smoke still over the Great Plains and skirting over about the eastern third to eastern half of New Mexico. If we zoom in over the land of enchantment, we can see a good Q field or cumulus clouds forming over the northern and western high terrain. This isn't really doing much other than providing a few virga showers or maybe a few drip drops sitting on the ground here and there, but overall it's pretty quiet and hazy conditions continuing over the land of enchantment. Here's a look at the forecast day by day for the upcoming week. Starting on Monday, we'll see high temperatures pretty much the same as we've seen them for the last week or so. 80s for a lot of lower elevation areas, with 70s for higher elevation areas in the mountains. Monday and Tuesday does bring some hope for some isolated to scattered showers forming over the western and northern high terrain during the afternoon hours. A lot of these storms will be slow movers, producing only locally light to moderate rainfall, and some gusty winds here emanating from these storms as well. This continues Tuesday, again with isolated scattered storms favoring the northern high terrain. Most areas are going to remain dry though, unfortunately. Highs remain in the 80s to near 90 in Roswell. Wednesday and through the rest of the week, we'll see our chances for precipitation over the northern mountains disappear pretty much. High temperatures start to inch up just a couple degrees warmer than Monday and Tuesday, with upper 80s across the eastern plains. Roswell's up to 93, 85 here in the metro area. Come Thursday, still not much change. Dry and warm conditions continue. Temperatures continue to trend up. Friday, that trend continues even more. Temperatures reaching the mid to upper 90s in Roswell, getting pretty close to 90 in Albuquerque, and mid-80s across the western portions of the state, 70s in the northern mountains. And heading into Saturday of next week, the dry and warm conditions continue. There is still some hope for a backdoor cold front next weekend, most likely Sunday at this point, to drop those temperatures across the eastern plains. And on the right here, we can see the Weather Prediction Center's day 1 through 7 total precipitation totals here. Really not much to speak of, maybe a tenth of an inch, maybe a little bit more in lucky spots across the northern mountains, and a lot of that's going to be from our isolated scattered storms on Monday and Tuesday. Here's the convective outlook, focusing on Monday and Tuesday's isolated scattered showers and storms over the northern mountains. Storm Prediction Center is highlighted in light green here, just a general risk with any of these showers and storms. Expect only light to moderate rainfall, some gusty winds, and perhaps a stray lightning strike. No severe weather is expected this week. Looking out into the extended period at the Climate Prediction Center's 8 to 14-day temperature outlook, we're expecting high pressure to build in from the west over the western United States, with a strong troughing pattern developing over the eastern half of the state. So this pattern is going to favor warmer than normal temperatures for next week on the whole. It's also going to favor continued drier than normal temperatures over the land of enchantment as well, unfortunately. Here's a recap of this coming week's high temperature and precipitation outlook. Temperatures will stay fairly warm, but mostly pleasant overall. We will see some 90s across some portions of the eastern plains, to include Roswell and Clovis, even Socorro as well towards the latter half of the week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday time frame. The best chances of precipitation are going to focus Monday and Tuesday over the northern high terrain as well. Most other areas are going to stay dry through the forecast period. And lastly, it's that time of year again. This week we'll see the autumnal equinox on Tuesday. Exact time is 7:31 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. This is when we'll see equal amounts of daylight and nighttime across all areas of the globe. The Weather Service here in Albuquerque has made an in-depth feature on our webpage, and you can find that linked at www.weather.gov/ABQ. With that, thank you for joining us today, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact or email the National Weather Service in Albuquerque.